It can be so hard to know if you're taking care of your plants right until it's too late. Believe me, I have definitely had to give up many a plant for a variety of issues, and that is where Willow comes in, and I am so thrilled that they gifted me their starter pack because I'm pretty sure I'm going to build upon this. Now, what this is a smart sensor that connects to an app and will alert you and tell you exactly what's going on with your plant and how to take care of it and what it needs. So let me unbox this, show you how easy setup is, and then we'll put it to the test. Now this starter set comes with one sensor and the hub. You're always going to need a hub, and then like I said, you can get a lot of sensors, up to 40 sensors for this one hub that will communicate to your app. It does have straightforward instructions. Let's see how simple this all is. The hub is a nice clean hub, USB-C on the back to plug it in, and I'm sure it comes with, yes, the USB-C cord. It is just the cord, so it is a USB-C to USB-A cord. You will need the plug adapter for this. And then you get the sensor. Now there are two different types. This is your standard sensor. There's also a more extended one, which is great if you have really oversized plants or a plant that you know you need to be tracking the moisture content in the water deep down in the pot. But for most plants, the standard sensor will be plenty, and it has all the different points where it is sensing light, temperature, humidity, moisture, everything you want to know. And then you actually can take this apart, and it has a battery built into it, and you would just unscrew it to switch out that battery. And what this is going to do is actually run every 15 minutes and report everything through the hub to your app, and it's going to give you real-time alerts when needed. Now let's set this up. Now the app is available in the Apple Store and Google Play. Once you download, you just need to make an account, and it wants me to add a profile, photo, username, and optional short bio, and then hit continue. And now it's going to adapt the app to my personal level of plant care. So if you really want to take your plant care to the next level, this will help you get there. And then this is really cool. You do want to give it your location, and it's going to use that location to check weather data and seasonality in your area. Yes, this is for indoor plants, but the outdoors always impact the indoors with the temperatures, with the way the sun's setting, when's the sun setting, all these different factors matter. And then I get to pick whether my alerts are direct or sassy. Well, of course I'm going with sassy. That is way too much fun. And then you can see that Willow can help me with so much more than just the sensor. It can help me identify plants, get help with sick plants, learn how to care for my plants, and doing fertilizer scheduling, so many pieces. But right now I am still setting up my hub and sensor. And so I just click add new hub, and the hub is already plugged in and flashing. And now it's just searching for my hub via Bluetooth. And it found it quickly, and then I just press pair. Okay, I am now connected. Now it's just gonna do a firmware check, make sure everything is up to date, and we are good. And now I get to pair my sensor. Now I do need to take it apart to do this. And there's one other piece that I did not take out of this box yet. And that's that it does have a little pin taped on the bottom. You can also use a paper clip. And all I'm doing with this pin is holding down this button for 2 seconds. And then you'll see the LED light on the front is flashing. So now I can just say my sensor is flashing. And it found my first sensor, so I just press pair. And now it's time for me to pair it to the plant, so let's go do it. Now I want to pair it to this jade plant right here. This is actually a cutting from a 100-year-old jade plant that I want to grow. It's sentimental to me. So I'm actually going to scan it and make sure that this can actually identify my plant. And it did. It found my jade plant. So I'm going to say add plant, and it is actually in kind of a back mud room. I'm gonna be fancy and say it's in the conservatory because that sounds like fun. I love that it has you pick the type of soil. I think that's very smart, as different soils will retain moisture in different ways. And my growth goals are definitely to have this thrive. I want it to truly thrive. And now I just need to add my sensor into the dirt here. So I'm actually going to put it basically in the middle of the pot, very close to the plant itself. It's going to take some time, so I'll come back and report to you in a few days. So it took a couple days, and then I got my first alert, and it is that my jade plant is not happy. In fact, it says, "Help, I'm struggling here." It says the light is comfy. It actually really likes the 159 lux it's getting, but it is thirsty, so I definitely need to water it. And that's interesting. The humidity where it is in my home is actually too damp for it, but its temp is comfy. So I can just give this plant some water now, and I have such a better understanding of how it's doing and what I need to do to take care of it, and that is amazing. And then while I'm in the app, I just want to point out what else is possible here. And it also has a great blog on how to take care of things. And I can add more plants. For example, the other plant in this room, which is in fact an Easter cactus. And while I don't have another sensor, I can still check the care info for the Easter cactus, and I can see what it wants. It wants low water, indirect light. It shows the temperature and the humidity. And what's really nice is that I can actually now go and see on my jade plant how that humidity and light and temperature might be correct or incorrect for this Easter cactus without even having a monitor in it. So this single monitor is still going to help me better serve the other plants I have in this room. And very clearly, I'm seeing that I'm going to want more of these. This is very, very cool. I am very, very impressed with the Willow hub, Willow sensor, and the Willow app, and I think you're going to be as well.